We're at the end of chapter 5, or chapters on integers. So we're going to be using all of the rules for multiplying and dividing now. You've done the order of operations before. We know it's grouping, exponents, multiply and divide, add and subtract. Notice it's 4 steps, not 6. You're going to multiply and divide straight across and add and subtract straight across. So looking at this one, this is 2 and a negative 4. And this is 5 and a negative 12. Subtraction is adding a negative. So in the grouping signs, I get a negative 2, a negative 7, and I'm going to bring down this subtraction sign that's not in the grouping. So I don't have any exponents. I don't have any multiplying divide. So now I am ready to do the adding and subtracting. There's nothing left to do in this grouping symbol. So I am going to simplify this to negative 2 plus 7, which is 5. Order of operations harder than it looks. This one in particular gives kids problems all the time. It's probably the most missed concept. So we're going to be changing this temperature that's in Fahrenheit over into Celsius. So negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit is what in Celsius? Probably going to be really cold. So the first thing I'm going to do is plug my number in there. The negative 22 goes in where the F was. That's substitution. So all I've done is put a negative 22 where the F is. Now by the grouping symbols, I need to do those before the multiplying. This really means a negative 22 and a negative 32. Subtraction's adding a negative. So that's negative 54 because I'm adding them because they're both the same. And last, I am going to do the multiplication. My parentheses are done. So I'm going to multiply. Instead of multiplying straight across, I'm noticing that 54 has a 9 in it. A 54 is really negative 6 times a positive 9. By doing that cross canceling, it's going to make my numbers go smaller. So this 9 will cancel out this 9. And then I'm going to have 5 times negative 6, which is negative 30 degrees Celsius. That's a hard one. So what I did is I plugged the number in. I rewrote it as addition. I got my answer, and I could have multiplied straight across, but I chose to do some cross canceling instead. My cat's playing with the cap to my pen. So write this as a decimal. First off, I'm going to bring the negative sign down. I'm going to put 5 on the inside, 11 on the outside, and I'm going to add a decimal point. 11 will go into 54 times. Oh, are you having fun with my pen cap down on the ground now? 11 will go into 65 times. Okay, 11 will go into 54 times. Okay, this is becoming a pattern here. I'm going to see it go 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, and that can be written with a repeater bar. The unit that's repeating is the 4 and the 5, the 4 and the 5. So I put it over those two numbers. Lost 5 pounds each week for 4 weeks. So do not put both the symbol and the word. You could either put negative 12 or dropped 12. Do not put both, because if you put both, you would have a double negative. Do not put none, because that would be a positive as well. So you either need the negative or the word. Don't put both, don't put neither.